So today I thought I'd show you the new development on Fargate. Now I'm showing you what exists and then I'll show you the billboards to show you what's going to be. Now this was the original John Cole's building. It was knocked down in 1964. It used to be a beautiful triangular shaped building. And if you look along High Street towards the Cutler's Hall, you'll see how this building looked because it blended in with that side. Went for about £1 million in 1964 or 1963 when it was sold off by John Lewis, who had taken over Coles from Selfridges. So I'll have a walk down Fargate, then up to Barker's Pool, and then I'll show you the billboards in Barker's Pool. Now this is going to be all like a music entertainment area in future, not a shopping area. It was pedestrianised, I think, in about 1974, roughly that area. You see Cathedral across there, and just here is High Street, and used to come up from the hole in the road, brought you all the way up from Princeton Street bus station, under cover without getting wet. I've had to bring the umbrella today. We've still got a few beautiful buildings left on Fargate, not many. And we have Black Swan Walk down there. I'll just zoom in on that. Got another video on that. It was called Black Swan Walk after some pub called the Black Swan that was knocked down. This claimed it was to actually extend the width of Fargate, but it doesn't seem to fit in with the truth. There's very few shops of decent quality left on Fargate now. I think as soon as you pedestrianise an area like they did in the 1970s, it takes away trade, and then over time, from the 70s to the 90s, the trade started to disappear. See another shop there, shut down on a prime shopping area. Same again, another prime shopping area. Now the problem is with Sheffield City Council, they really haven't got a clue about planning. What actually happened is we had Heart of the City phase 1 around the Town Hall and Peace Gardens, Winter Gardens. Then the next area they said would be the moor. They completely trashed the moor area, but there was no development money. So that really hit Sheffield at the time. They have eventually redeveloped the moor, but it's now full of global brands, not actual local names that used to be here in the 60s and 70s. The next phase was Heart of the City 2, which was around Princeton Street, Cambridge Street. And if you look at the plans for that, everything looks like a box. Now the next phase is the Fargate area, the Barker's Pool area, but the problem is they've let the whole of the High Street deteriorate, the Haymarket area. For some reason they want to obliterate cars from Sheffield city centre, and it's not a working class city anymore, it's more like a woke class city. So we have Marks and Spencer's here, and we're not sure how much longer Marks and Spencer's is going to last. During the second lockdown we lost Debenhams, which was originally called Paulsden, which was a Sheffield brand back in the 70s, took over by Debenhams. That shut after the second lockdown. Same again, John Lewis shut down their store in Barker's Pool. So we have some beautiful department stores in Sheffield. The only one we've now got left is Atkinson's at the bottom of the moor. It is a family brand, but it's taking investment money, and there's going to be something behind that investment money, like, look, another shop shut, another shop shut. We still have a few decent fronts in Sheffield, as you can see up there. I'll let the video talk most of the time. Here we have some beautiful buildings, but a lot of Sheffield was lost in the Second World War, and since that it's been Sheffield City Council been doing the damage. Now just here was Next. Now Next was originally on Chapel Walk when I first started using it back in the early 80s, and then it moved into a new purpose-built building. Now they're knocking this building down and rebuilding it, but it's exactly the same design as what they had previously. It doesn't make sense. For the moment it seems to have stopped. I don't know if they found some sort of burial ground or archaeological remains that they need to check out. But it's just so sad seeing a once thriving shopping area being decimated. And we did have an opportunity to develop Sheffield before they actually, or at the same time as they were building Meadowhall. I don't think Meadowhall should have been built. I think they should have extended the hole in the road right down here and right down to the bottom of the moor. Made it so that at night it was shut off, that it was more secure, but also it was an interconnection between shops and the street level, and that would have given us the best of both worlds, having an indoor type shopping centre where you didn't get wet when it was raining, but also one where you could walk on the surface, so it could have been a glass dome top on it right in the middle. And that sort of thing has actually happened in the past in Peterborough. Their shopping centre is more blended in with their town centre. Got a beautiful Catholic cathedral there. I think it's St Mary's, that. You can see this looks like it's been blended in, built in 1997. It's been knocked down, and I think it only lasted 10 years, the original knockdown. At the moment they're actually building this up here, container part, and I think it's something to do with Kelham Island, with selling drinks and food and various things. Doesn't half look tacky. This is the future. Like I said, it's going to be an entertainment area. Now this is the only remaining HSBC branch in the town centre. Now I work for Midland Bank, who got took over by HSBC. We had a beautiful branch on High Street, but we had probably 4 or 5 city centre branches, if not more, and this is all we've got left now. Quite unbelievable really, isn't it? So this is the town hall we're walking up to now.
Back against the cost of living crisis.
What I want to do is show you the old Yorkshire Bank, but the Yorkshire Bank wasn't originally the main occupier of this building. So that's the town hall over there. Takes you down to Surrey Street. Here you have what is called, was the Yorkshire Penny Bank, but previously it was actually a hotel back in the 1900s. I think it began with A or something like that. I can't quite remember its name. I think this is going through some renovation, but they took off the top area, but there used to be like turrets or something on the top of there. So it's been taken down from the original structure. You can see lions carved on it. So we've got a sort of partly pedestrianised Surrey Street. Cars can get down it, but they make it difficult. You don't know if you're in the restricted zone, and you're going to end up with a ticket. during the lockdown, they used that opportunity to shut a lot of the roads off around here. It was quite dystopian around here. They put plastic pots on here now rather than the concrete metal things they had. We have the corner of the Orchard Square development. That's a modern building. It's been blended in with the old building. You can see the older type building up there at the side of it. That's what they've tried to blend it in with. So that takes you down Leopold Street, or it is Leopold Street. Up across there you've got Yorkshire House. I don't know whether this is the original 1900s building or whether it was knocked down and replicated. I get a feeling it was replicated because when they brought down the Grand Hotel, I think this corner was very different. And then you can see up there, cabinet makers to HR, the Prince of Wales. Now, somewhat's disappeared since last week. Every week you come, there's something new. This is all new scaffolding they're putting up. And up there is somewhere around there is the 1 hour time signal. At 1 o'clock every day it goes off, and that was something from the 19th century when we didn't have centralised time. So what they used to do is, they used to sound that alarm at 11 o'clock, sorry, at 1 o'clock, 1 p.m. in the afternoon, and everybody used to set the clocks by it. But it's disappeared behind scaffolding since last week. Like I said, it's becoming really dystopian. You don't know what's coming above us now. More scaffolding up there. And across here. That's sort of going down Princeton Street, and across here is a hotel. We've been building that since we've been doing anti-lockdown protests 2 years ago. It's still being built now. So you can see the pinnacle of it. So I'll cross the road into Barker's Pool now. Like I said, Fargate and Barker's Pool are the next one on Sheffield City Council's hit list. And I'll show you some of the pictures on the billboards. When they talk about the heart of Sheffield, it's a little bit like George Orwell with War is Peace. So when they say heart, I think they mean soulless. And here we have it, the same rubbish from Sheffield City Council, our commitment to net zero. Now, if you're driving up the motorway past Sheffield, you've got to drive at 60 miles per hour, absolutely ludicrous. Like I said, it's woke city now. Now, originally, this area here and here was the Grand Hotel, top class hotel. How they knocked it down, I don't know. I'm sure somebody made that possible with money, because it's always possible if you throw enough money at something. Or
No.
now, what really horrified me is, you can see some of the billboards here telling you. I noticed somewhere it was called a 15-minute city. Now, I've seen something being built in Saudi Arabia that's about 100 miles long, about 200 metres wide, and it's going to be skyscrapers where they're going to stick 9 million people in that area. And they're calling that a 15-minute city. Everything's 15 minutes away. So I really find 15-minute city scary. So what's that all about? The Sheffield Green Ground. And these are some of the new buildings going up. It looks like the planners have never got out of the Lego land that they grew up with. Just there, you can see that, that's a new hotel being built on Princeton Street, like I said, across from us, where we've been protesting for the last 2 years against the lockdown. And then across here, now this originally was the Gaumont Cinema. It's got knocked down probably in the 80s, got turned into a, oh, that's not focusing brilliant, that's, yeah, it got knocked down in the 1980s, I think. Now Gaumont was a luxurious cinema, and it got turned into a red building, and there was two cinemas above it, shops beneath it, and now they're changing it again. So they've left the original structure there, which is good because they're not completely knocking it down and rebuilding again. Because I don't know how that works with net zero, if you knock the building down rather than repurposing it, and then I don't really know what it's going to be used for, but you get the idea. As you walk down from Barker's Pool, see the town hall down there. I hope that came out all right on screen. Now this looks like the Cambridge Street area. Now we've got Cambridge Street again. Now I'm a bit one way on the other on that one. Just here we have Princeton Street again, and look at the horrific way they've added glass fronts onto the original structure. Look absolutely horrendous. I mean, they could have been made to look really nice and classy. But that's the latest development going off at the moment on Heart of City 2 on Princeton Street. Lear's Yard, I don't know where that is. I think there's some more pictures up here. Alright, so this is Jimmy here that's been joining us for the anti-lockdown protests. He's actually now busking again to make some money.
Mr. Tambourine Man, play a song for me. Imagine the jungle morning of
Got the City Hall up here. I think it was built in about the 1930s. Beautiful ballroom downstairs in there. So that was the original Grand Hotel just there and down to there, all modern redevelopment. Would have been around when I was born in 1964. Looking back down the top of Fargate, and just here was the Gaumont Cinema, which I've just shown you how it's going to be. And that was a beautiful classy cinema, the Gaumont. We have John Lewis here, which was shut down at the end of the second lockdown. John Coles had been here for over 100 years, and then it doesn't survive the second lockdown. Now, this has actually been listed. I'm not sure I'd have listed it, but at the same time they're trying to stop more development around here. There's been talk of it becoming a football museum. Now Sheffield was the leader in organised football. Sheffield Football Club and Allen played the first organised football under Sheffield rules. And the other cities like I think Edinburgh and Cambridge are trying to claim it. But now it started in Sheffield under Sheffield rules. Got the cenotaph up here. Now just here was a old playhouse before this became John Lewis. Another beautiful building that's gone in Sheffield before John Lewis were even built. I'm not sure what all the police are around. I know Wednesday's playing Barnsley, but I'm not sure the reason for so many police in this area, because I mean, about 3 miles from Sheffield, and Barnsley's only bringing 2,500 to Hillsborough. That's the City Hall. Fountain Precinct. And back down to the actual Fargate, and behind that St Mary's Cathedral. So I hope that really gives you an idea of the dystopian future coming to Sheffield. If I can find any more billboards, I'll add them to the end of this video and it'll carry on. If I can't, I'll actually end the video at this point. But one thing we're noticing, more and more people are coming out drinking on a Saturday afternoon in Sheffield. Now when we were working class back in the 70s and 80s, we didn't spend Saturday afternoon getting lubricated like that. I mean, there's more to life than drinking, and I'm not sure why they're focusing on that aspect. Well, it's all about money, isn't it? That's why they're focusing on it. They can see more money, but I think we should be living a healthier lifestyle rather than spending our time drinking our lives away. But that's the idea. They want you to be lubricated so you're not actually questioning the fourth industrial revolution that's coming along. So that's the end of my video, unless I can find anything more I can add to it. So I said if I could find something, I'd actually carry the video on, and this is what I really want you to focus on. This is your Sheffield of the future. That and that. So that's I think Fargate, and I think that's probably Fargate from a different angle, but to me that just looks like 1984 and George Orwell. So that's a warning from me. I think it's too late. It doesn't mean we can't build back better later.